Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review, we're going to be looking at an Atlas 46 pouch that they sent me out. This is the Murphy Speed Pouch. Actually, it's named after Tim Murphy, who was a sharpshooter in the Revolutionary War, and oddly enough, he was under Colonel Daniel Morgan. So Morgan and Murphy back together again. I have bought lots of Atlas 46 products over the last several years, mostly vests. Like I think I have like 4 of their vests now, or I have had 4 of their vests. I did end up selling my Saratoga. I did start out buying a lot of their pouches whenever I bought my first vest. I like them. The quality is great. I love how they function. This was one of my favorite fastener pouches right here. But the one downside of their pouches and what kept me from buying them was the attachment. So you had to stick these through your webbing, take all this Velcro, kind of secure it in, which was really secure. They weren't going to come off. But I'm a person who changes my setup all the time. So if you're somebody who has like one setup, you never change your belt around, you never change your vest around, these pouches work great for that. But because I change mine all the time, it was quite a pain sitting there swapping back and forth. Well, they have now fixed that on some of their pouches. They sent me a couple of them. I'm going to review this one later. But now they have this clip system that essentially has this little fast clip where you put this on your vest or you put on your belt or whatever. And now you can just come in and, move stuff around. Totally missed there, but click it in. And not only that, it also rotates. So I'm going to go over the features of this. I got some setups that I'm going to use in it because the reason why I wanted to try this one, if you've got a T6 of Fluke, I've been looking for a pouch of some kind to fit this thing for quite some time that was going to work out well for me. And I think this is just it right here. It's going to be phenomenal for that. So I'm going to show you some different setups in it, go over the features, show you how it clips on and off, all those kinds of things. And then hopefully you can decide if it's the right fit for you. Lots of tools out here on the workbench. Before I show you my setup and also some other stuff that fits, let's go ahead and talk about the pouch while it's empty. I didn't cover the cost. It's going to run you $129, which before I get any comments, yes, I already know that that's expensive, but you're paying for this company is based out of the United States. They sew all these things in the United States. I even looked up this clip, which is by Blade Tech. It's out of the United States as well. So I know several of you always say all the time, if it's not from the US, I'm not buying it. Well, you got to pay a little bit extra for that. And then also they give you a really good warranty at Atlas 46 as well. And as far as quality goes, I haven't ran this particular pouch or any of their newer pouches for a lengthy amount of time, but all my vests have held up phenomenally. Like I've even got my Stratus vest that I wear like on job sites where I do framing and drywall and all that kind of stuff like that. Not a single stitch has came out of it. So all this material is really good material as well. So you're kind of paying that Vito price tag for a pouch, but it's also, USA made and all that kind of stuff like that. So as far as this particular pouch, you've got one open slot up here. I'm going to show you how that T6 fits in there like a glove. You've also got another spot here for a bigger pair of pliers or something like that. You've got 2 pass-throughs, so you got one on this side, one on this side. You've also got a tape loop, and then this one opens up. That one's a pocket as well. It's got their logo there. This one's intended to hold a phone. So like here's an iPhone, an older one. I can't remember what the number is on this, maybe an 11 or something, but I'm filming with mine. But that's what that one's actually made for. You don't have to use it for that. You can use it for a tool if you want to. You can tuck this down in there, but sometimes when you pull your tool in and out, in my experience so far, this little flap will come out occasionally. If I was going to put a tool in here all the time, 100% of the time, I'd probably figure out a way to maybe cut this above that stitch or something or other and just get rid of the flap altogether. That's up to you if you want to do that. And then you also have a webbing out here to attach something else as well. So that's pretty much all that you've got on it. And then you have the clip back here on the back. So this clip works like this. You basically have the round part that fits in this, snaps in, you'll hear the snap. And then to release it, you push in on this, pull it back out. So snaps in, pull it out. But the neat thing about this one, as it's snapped in, like right there, straight up and down. But if I want to rotate my pouch, like say I want it kind of forward in a way or backward in a way, however I want to do it, maybe I'm laying down, I need to adjust it. You can press this tab, rotate your part that's attached to the pouch, and it will stay clicked in at that angle right there. So I can basically rotate how this attaches to my body in different ways, or maybe while you're storing it in the van, you can do it that way. I did look to see if Atlas sells these individually, because in my mind, I was thinking if I could buy these put them in my truck, and then that way I could leave these on my vest or on my belt or whatever, and then take these and hang them up in my truck and get them back out. I didn't see them on their website, but you can buy them directly from Blade Tech, and they're not that expensive, so you could get some of these. So that is mounted to this right here. So to open this, you flip this open, push in on these two. That's going to open this up. You probably have seen this kind of a belt clip. It's adjustable, so you can take these in and out to fit up to I think it was a 2 1/4 inch belt. Yeah, so 2 1/4 would be what you'd have if you open it up 100% of the way. But you can adjust those. But if you're putting it on something thin, like I've been wearing mine on my groove belt, I just leave all these in there. You've got a little bit of room for that, but it is adjustable up to a 2 1/4 belt. So you're going to take this, snap this down. And again, if you've got a thin belt, you don't really have to, actually I moved those. So let me move this one out of the middle. I didn't have to take one of them out, but let's say you want to take those out. If you've got a thinner belt, you can snap those in, lock that in, and now that's locked on there. Take your pouch, slide it on, which basically is going to allow you to put that on a belt like this. I'm going to wear it on my Stratus vest maybe at times, but I'm primarily going to actually wear this on my 1824 vest, which is my service vest, because what I'm going to load it out with is going to be my Fluke multimeter and some other tools that I'm going to use for electrical. So I definitely like the mounting system on this better than their older style for sure, and the fact that you can take it on and off, buy yourself some extra things to hang it in your van. I think that's pretty nice. So that's pretty much how the pouch works, how the clip works. Now let's get into what fits in this thing. Again, I'm 100% been looking for something for this Fluke. This is the case that it came with. I don't like it because it's all I can really carry is this meter, and I don't even really like getting it in and out of here the way that it kind of velcros around that. I've always got to undo it to get it out. But basically, anytime I carry this, I have to carry something else, even if I just need a couple tools, because this doesn't hold any tools. I bought the Vito MP MX a long time ago. I ended up selling that locally just because the opening was way too big. But this top pouch right here, the same as really that on the Fluke pouch. It's like it's made for it. So if you've got a T6, I've got the T6 1000 Pro. Maybe you've got the T6, what is it, the 600 or the T6 1000, not the Pro. I can't remember what the number was. Or maybe you got a T5. So you can slide this down in there. Fits like a glove. It's like it's meant to be. You can also actually put it down inside of this second one too if you want to. Now, the one thing about it is, what do you do with these? That's the only thing I don't like about these kind of meters with these leads. So I have found, and using this, if whenever I'm going to put it up, if I just take my leads, put it through the fork, and then put it down in there, it still pushes down in there. Fits a little bit snugger, but it's not hanging those out all over the place. Then I just take my alligator clip, put it on there like that. That's for storage purposes. Whenever I'm actually pulling it in and out, I take this and move it down here for in case I need to use that for some grounds, and just leave it on the front side. So that's how I've been using it anyways. But T6 fits in there great. I've been running mine with a non-contact voltage tester in it as well. I slide that in there. You could put a torpedo level. Here's that Klein one. That fits in there like that if you want to run that. I mostly have been running these two as far as my testers, and then I run my Klein 6-in-1 insulated, because this is basically a setup for me on my service vest for electrical work, and this actually fits in there fairly well. Of course, normally I'm a ball handle guy. The ball handles actually don't fit in the pass-throughs near as well because this handle is so skinny. They slide down in there pretty far. It still fits fine. You could definitely use it, but I like the way this feels, and it's insulated since this is an electrical kind of pouch anyways. I've been running these, the Klein Tools J207-8CRs. These are basically like a pair of needle nose-ish, a little bit thicker for needle nose, but you also have the stripper on there from 12 to 20 on stranded and from 10 to 18 on solid. I run those inside of here just because I'm trying to set this bag up different than my MP2X. I'm trying not to rob tools out of it, so I can just leave this set up to where whenever I'm grabbing my meter, I'm not grabbing anything else. I've got a little bit of few tools in there to kind of do the work if I want to, but you can swap those out if you want to with a pair of these style. Put that in there. You could also put a pair of the Knipex. There's some installation pliers. You can see how they fit in there as well. Or you can even still put a pair of pliers off here to the side on the other pass-throughs if you want to. They still go a little bit deep. And again, I'm just trying to show you multiple tools in multiple spots to kind of give you an idea of what will fit. I, again, have been pretty much running mine just like this right here. I have been putting this ball handle in this other pass-through slot and running it that way, but it is a little bit weird sometimes going down there to grab it. So you could also maybe put a torpedo level in that side. It's not going to go through the pass-through if you wanted to run that. Now up here, I've been using mine for my phone sometimes, which I'm recording with. But again, you could do that if you want to. Run your phone in there. Or you could also, again, still put another pair of pliers in that if you want to. You could put the torpedo level in that one if you want to. Multiple options to put all sorts of things. I did notice, in case you want to run a screwdriver that takes bits and you want to have a little small Klein Mod Box bit case, that pretty well fits in there like it's meant to be too, but that also gives you an idea on the size of this pouch. Then you got the little clip up here. I've been clipping my O-Clip Pro on there and just leaving that on there as a light option. And then also I have this section here that is actually meant to be the Velcro closure for your flap. But if you tuck this in here, I have some of these. Here's the I'm here because you broke something. You can put that on there if you want to kind of have some flair on the, what movie was that on with the flare, the pieces of flare with the office space. Or if you got your logo or your name for your business or whatever you want to do, you could throw that on there as well and use that like that. And again, throw your phone in that and not use the flap. Throw a tool in there and not use the flap. All sorts of things. So just to give you an idea, for me, this is my T6 pouch. And then the tools that maybe will go along with it for me to just do some general electrical troubleshooting. But let's say, again, you want to take all these things out. What else will fit in these spots? So the biggest spot, you can for sure fit probably any pair of pliers that you want to. Like here's a pair of Klein Limans. You could easily throw that in there. And if you really want to and you don't mind kind of beating and banging around a couple pairs of pliers, you could throw a couple pairs of pliers in that top one in a pinch. If maybe you need to run a few more tools than what you normally would. Again, you could throw 2 pairs of pliers there. You could also throw another pair of pliers inside of that side. And then another pair of pliers inside of this one. So if you have one multi screwdriver and you need to run multiple pairs of pliers, you could obviously do that. One nice thing that I have used and I did notice, although I don't think you can really buy this one that much anymore, the DeWalt gyroscopic screwdriver, it fits down inside of that front pouch. So I can run my Fluke T6. I've ran this like this actually on a job just the other day. I can run my T6. I can run my insulated 6-in-1. I can run a pair of Klein strippers / needle nose. I can also have another screwdriver if I want to, although I was using that the other day, so I didn't use that one. Again, you can just leave that empty if you want to and put whatever else you want to in there. Sky's the limit. Again, I'm just giving you some ideas of what would fit in there. You could also not have a light up here. Slap you a tape measure on that webbing if you want to. Tons of options. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you as far as me clipping it on and off of my belt and then on and off of my vest. So before I show you on my vest, I'm actually just going to start out by showing it to you on my belt on my shorts here, because that's how a lot of people end up wearing a service pouch like this. And that way I can also stay kind of zoomed in on the pouch to show you the rotating aspect of it. So you're just going to take the holster, slide it back behind your belt. Again, I'm wearing a groove belt here, I think, which is 1 3/4 belt maybe. Snap it, lock it. Now that can just stay on there just like that. You're going to take your pouch, slide it in until it clicks. You just heard that click right there. And again, that is secure. That's not going to come off. And then if I want to rotate it, I just stick my hand in here, press on that little knob. I can turn my pouch sideways. Now that's clicked in. You can kind of see that there. So maybe if you're leaned back somewhere and you want to kind of change that direction, you can do that. Or to take it off, you stick your hand back in there, press, and just slide it up and it comes right off like that. Or same thing on my Stratos vest, which this is the vest that I wear on job sites. I can take and slide this down through the webbing, flip that over, lock that in, and now I've got the same exact thing right here. I could wear this pouch, let that click in, And now maybe I don't want to wear this pouch. If you own some other Atlas pouches that also have this same type of clip system, so if I wanted to swap over to the second pouch, I could slide that one in and now use that one. Easy, quick change. Definitely a lot different than their older style where I had to take this Velcro, unvelcro that, pull that out, move it, and go to something else. So that's the Stratus vest. Works on the webbing on that as well. Now let me go ahead and show you my 1824, which is actually where I wear this pouch the most. Which my 1824 vest is the vest that I keep in the back seat of my truck. It's the one that I get out for most service calls, whether it's residential, commercial, whatever it is. I put it on because it's got my pencils, several different tools that I use. In fact, I've used my T6 inside these pockets right here a lot of times, along with a different tool pouch. But it also has a webbing over here off to the side, so I can take this clip, slide that through that webbing, snap it in. I've got my little piece in the way, snap that. Lock it. Now I've got that holster here, so now I can take the Murphy Speed pouch, slide it on till it clicks. You'll hear it snap, and then there you go. It's kind of hanging there. It is a little bit more to the back on this vest, but again, I can, if I need to, press that button, rotate it a little bit this way to where maybe I'm at a little bit better angle to go back and grab my pliers out if that's not what I need to grab. And again, I can take those pliers and put them inside of here. So multiple mounting options with the new system that they have, whether you want to put on a vest, your belt, whatever it is you want to put it on, pretty good chance you can do it. But there you go, guys. There is the Atlas 46 Murphy Speed Pouch with their new Quick Connect, their rotating Quick Connect. That's one of my favorite things about it. By far, my favorite thing is how well it fits that T6 1000 Pro. I also ran it like this the other day and put my wolf box down in there. Sometimes when you're doing electrical work, you need to blow out something as well. I think it's a good fit for a lot of people. I think it's definitely a good fit if you're somebody who has a Fluke meter like this one. Again, this case isn't bad for the meter itself, but I like the fact that I can now just grab this with a few tools in it. I don't have to take in a whole nother pouch with me if I don't want to. I can kind of just throw this on my vest. That's why it's a good fit for me, and it might be a good fit for some of you as well. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. Maybe some of you have picked up this pouch and you've been using it for quite some time. Give us your review within the review in the comment section below. Help people who are thinking about maybe picking this up make the right decision. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. See you on the next video.